Oh, hoo ha, hee ha, hee. Iotaka, I have tried ayahuasca, changa, and DMT. I now have what's known as God complex. Everywhere I go, I walk with bare feet. Wahi. Watch this miracle work.
All right, welcome to the van, guys. My feet are absolutely freezing, and for those that know me, I think you will probably know that I don't really walk around with bare feet, and I do normally wear clothes, especially in the winter. Actually in the summer days, to be fair, no, that's not been the case, but yeah, I just thought I'd make a bit of a ridiculous intro to you guys to what I would say is a very serious topic. Now, I mentioned this is going to be a little bit difficult because basically this is absolutely the most profound experience in my entire life. And I know that I said to you guys that I would share this story with you, my experience, because I've taken ayahuasca, DMT and Changa. It's important to note, DMT is just pure. You can have DMT, the pure crystal powder version. You can have Changa, which is the smokable version of DMT. I believe it's DMT mixed with a leaf, if I'm not mistaken, or a herb. And it lasts slightly longer than DMT, usually about 20 minutes. DMT lasts about 5 minutes. And then ayahuasca, which you consume orally as a drink. And I believe that's mixed with the vine, if I'm not mistaken. But either way, it contains the spirit molecule, or the God molecule as some people call it, DMT. And that is basically the molecule, or that's the component that will send you on a journey if you do go there. Now, I'm going to share this with you guys completely truthfully. If you guys have seen my other videos and stuff, hopefully at the very least you know that I like to speak my own truth, and that's absolutely what you're going to get in this video. And yeah, it's absolutely the most profound experience of my entire life, and I'm going to share it with you completely truthfully. Now, this is my truth. This is my experience. This is not going to go down well with some people. If you are religious and you are absolutely set in your ways, then I would advise not watching this video, because this is my experience, this is my absolute truth that I'm sharing with you guys. And it goes against what, I don't know, you would say are typical religious beliefs. Now, I'm not religious. I would say that before I tried DMT, I would say that I was agnostic. So I kind of believe in the spiritual world, but I wasn't sure whether there's a creator. And this is something that I always wanted to know. Now, what I'll do first of all, I'm going to share with you all of the experiences, and hopefully it'll come together and make sense. I'm going to start with ayahuasca, because I actually did Changa first, and then ayahuasca, and then DMT. Now, the reason I'm starting with ayahuasca first, I basically did 2 cups of this. And for those that have done ayahuasca, they'll know that these were quite big. They were like 40 mil. So it was a good portion, we should say. And with ayahuasca, I can say that nothing really happened. And you might be thinking, well, that's probably the least interesting ayahuasca story I've ever heard, and I would agree with you. But the reason that I think nothing happened is because on Changa, I had the most profound experience of my life. And I came back from that experience, and the first words that I spoke were, I don't need to try ayahuasca, I don't need to try Changa, I don't need to try DMT, I don't need to do anything ever again. So let me talk about my Changa experience, because this is my experience of meeting the Creator. And although I obviously started this video, you know, having a laugh, this is absolutely something to be respected. I would not take this lightly at all. I have tried many things, and put it this way, this is absolutely not something that you should take lightly, recreationally, for a bit of fun. Definitely not. Because you absolutely can have life-changing experiences. So yeah, let me jump into it. And this is going to sound crazy, but it's my absolute truth. And I will take these beliefs to my grave with me. Because this is my experience. This is not something that's come from somebody else's knowledge. It's not something that's come from what we're taught about religion. It's not come from a book. This is my experience, and this is absolutely real to me. So, Changa, the smokable version of DMT, you could say. Now, I had a little bit of this, and for the sake of this video, DMT, ayahuasca, is legal in Peru, a lot of South America, I believe. So what we're going to say is that I was in Peru when I did this. Now, we were by a lake and I had some Changa. Was with my missus, Sarah, and you know, we had it in a pipe, and this is the first time, and I smoke this, take it in, and not much happens other than I get like a sickly feeling. Wow, it makes me feel strange talking about it, I'm not gonna lie. This is crazy. So I had a sickly feeling. And anyway, then, you know, we didn't really have any more. So that was the end of it, and not much happened. But then, and this basically happened about 18 months ago, roughly, the summer before last. And obviously we're in January now, so it's about 18 months. I think it was in July. And we went out with the van into some woods, a beautiful area, because with, you know, with certain substances and that, I'll do them at a party or whatever like this, you know, they're kind of like party drugs, whatever you could say. Not that I'm a drug addict or anything like this, but I'm just being straight up with you guys, so hopefully you can actually learn from my experiences. I'll probably share other you know, things that I've done and stuff, and mistakes that I've made, because I've definitely made mistakes. I absolutely would not say that DMT, Changa, ayahuasca has been a mistake, nor would I say mushrooms has, and potentially some others, but we'll not go down that path just yet. Anyway, we're in these woods, beautiful sunny day, and we go out, we lay this mat down in the middle of the forest. There's no one else around. And for me, with mushrooms, I'm really sensitive to energy. And I've done it at festivals and stuff, and it just doesn't sit well with me. I've had to go back to the tent and just chill out for a little bit, because I just can't be with people. And I've basically realised there's certain things that you should do with people, and there's certain things that you shouldn't, and you should probably experience these on your own, or at least with someone that you love and trust. And obviously I was with Sarah, so we go out into the woods, we lay this mat down, beautiful sunny day, and you know, it can, I've spoken to quite a lot of people actually about this because of my experience, and it can be, you know, 1 puff, and it can be like 5 puffs. And for me, it was 2. But don't get me wrong, we put quite a lot of Changa in the pipe. And I do the first one, light it up. I'm burning. You're supposed to just hold your breath, and then, you know, you will release. And for those who've tried it, you'll know what I mean when you will release. And then again, I got that kind of sickly feeling. And yeah, I don't know, it's just sick. It's just weird. It's just weird in my body, uncomfortable. I waited 5 minutes because, you know, I'd not really had a true experience before, and not too much happened other than that sickly feeling. And then this is actually crazy. I've literally got goosebumps. This is madness. I didn't think that this would happen, to be honest with you. It feels weird talking about it. I put some more in, light it up again, taking a proper inhale and burning, and then I hold my breath, and then all I can describe it is like, it was like a computer was turning on and off, and you were the computer, and it was like you were about to leave and go somewhere. And I was saying about taking the breath, and you'll know what I'm talking about when you say you know when to release, because I didn't have a choice. It wasn't a conscious exhale. And then like everything goes crazily tingly, and my breath comes out, and like I said, Sarah was with me, and I go like this. My breath comes out, and I fall over, and I'm lying down. I know this sounds like a proper crackhead, it's totally ridiculous, but trust me, this is on another level, this stuff. And basically, I took 2 more breaths, and it's like this computer was starting to turn off more. So basically I was like just here, but very much starting to leave. And I took another breath as I'm lying down, like it's like I'm not even here. And then, like it's super slow, my exhale. And then it came to the 3rd breath. And obviously I'd done, you know, quite a bit of reading and stuff like this. And I knew the most important thing that I had to do was to trust. And I believe if you don't trust, if you panic or there's fear, you probably won't leave. But if you trust, then potentially you will leave. But it's extremely difficult because This is so strange. I don't know if you can probably hear it in my voice, but my voice is like kind of shaking speaking about this, and I've got a weird feeling in my stomach. But on the third breath, I knew that this was going to be my last breath on earth, and I'm absolutely convinced that this is the last breath that you take when you do leave earth, if you die. I believe that it is the same breath, because it is literally like your soul is leaving your body through your breath, and you literally feel like you are dying. And I think you are dying here, not literally, obviously, but I do believe your soul, your spirit, is transcending your body. And I remember that was the most insane feeling, because I was lying down and I literally felt like it's my last breath, like you're dying and you're not going to take a breath again. And I remember saying to myself, just trust, in my head. And then as I lay down, I'm literally down like this, and then bosh, and then I'm gone. And that was the last breath that I took before I obviously came back. Now, they say with ayahuasca that you will get what you want. You will get what you need, not what you want. And this is absolutely true. She will give you what you need, not what you want. And I thought there was a creator. I always thought there was a creator. I didn't know. And like I said, I'm not religious. I'm still not religious. But I always thought that there was probably a creator, but I just didn't know. And it's always something that I wanted to know. And basically, I take my last breath, my soul leaves my body. Now, all I can say is very difficult to explain this, because words will struggle to explain experiences like this. That's the truth. But either way, all I can say is I went through what felt like a quantum realm, and there was like yellow shapes, kind of, if you can imagine, like a diamond, but I don't know, inverted on the sides. But it was everywhere. It was like experiencing the quantum. It was everywhere, and it was a super pleasant feeling. And I went through this, and then I went into blackness, but not scary blackness. There was no fear at any moment in this experience. And I was traveling through, and then she appeared. Now, I'm just going to speak the truth, because this is my experience. And I understand it's going to sound ridiculous to some people, but this is absolutely my experience. This is my truth. This is what happened. And this is what I will take with me for the rest of my life. And I will believe this till the day that I die, and probably after. I met the creator. And she, and this is where I said, if you're religious, this probably doesn't fit in with what you believe. I met the creator it was black, and then all of a sudden she comes out. It's like it's absolutely female energy. I could see her, and like, I don't know, like my soul was there. I've never felt so like insignificant in my life. Not insignificant in a bad way, like you don't mean anything, but when you see this and you feel it and you realize, and you're like, wow, this is the creator. Like, this is the creator of everything. And you communicate telepathically. And for anyone that's done mushrooms or ayahuasca DMT, you'll understand what I mean. Words aren't really spoken, but there is absolutely communication. And then I'm looking at her, and she goes like this. And my heart, my soul, went boof into her heart, and then bang, there's nothing. It's just it's blackness. But when I say there is nothing, it was everything. It is the quantum everything. It is every happening. It's every present moment that's happening. It's every eventuality. It's absolutely everything in existence, in the universe and beyond. It's absolutely everything. But it was just black. The best way that I can describe it is like, you can't really describe it. All I can say is like a feeling of static. It was black, but there was like a movement, slight hum, not really, but it's everything. And I'm going to say it now. I said, like, I believe that the creator is a black hole. And the black hole is the observer, because it's her, the creator. And I think I witnessed that, which is the quantum everything. And it was an absolutely unbelievable feeling. And then I come back, I travel through the same quantum realm that I said before, where there's those like yellow triangles spinning around, absolutely beautiful everywhere, unbelievably pleasant feeling. And then I come back, and obviously I'm lying down on the mat. I think Sarah's done some singing and stuff to help, because you definitely need someone to, you know, someone that you trust, someone that you love. None of this nonsense of doing it with your mates and that, where you just have a laugh and take the piss out of people when they're on a journey. That's not it. And I came back. I couldn't, like, really, it's difficult to comprehend obviously what you've just experienced, because I was 30, what was I, 35, I think, 34, 35, something like this. So you can imagine going through 34 years of your life, and then all of a sudden, you know, you're faced with a situation where you believe absolutely that you have met the creator. You now know that there is a creator. You've witnessed the creator. You've felt how the creator feels. Yeah, I mean, it was totally ridiculous. and like I could hardly even speak, and I was crying crazy. And after a few minutes, like I'm talking like I've never cried this much in my life. Snot was all pouring down my nose. Like I just, it was absolutely insane. Sarah asked me a question like, you know, what did you experience? I couldn't even speak. And the first words that I spoke, and hence why I was talking about this earlier, was, I don't ever need to do Changa, DMT, Ayahuasca ever again. I don't need to. Because the reason that I said that is not because I was fearful of it or anything like this, but because I had the answer. And based on my experience, I now know that there's a creator. So I have all of the answers that I need. And yeah, basically, I would say honestly, it probably took me at least half an hour, the way I was just crying. And I was walking into the woods on my own, just like putting my hands together, just saying thank you. I couldn't even say thank you, universe, because this absolutely transcends the universe. If the multiverse is real, this is the multiverse and beyond. It's everything. That's why thanking the universe was just not big enough. So all I could do was say thank you. Anything where I tried to quantify something wouldn't have done the magnitude of the existence of the creator justice, if that makes sense. Yeah. And then obviously, you know, eventually I like managed to gather myself, but yeah, it was just the most crazy experience of my entire life. And like I said, that was 18 months ago. And yeah, I'll believe this till the day that I die. I respect everyone's opinions and beliefs and all of this. I'll never try and push my beliefs on people. But nothing will ever change the way that I feel, because I have met the creator. She's female. And if you think about it, if you take, you know, all of what we're taught and everything like this, it makes sense. It makes sense that the creator is female, because females create life, they give birth. So why would God or the creator be male? And again, that's going to piss some people off, but I'm sorry, it's the truth. Logically, it would make more sense for a creator to be female, given that everything that we know that's created, especially living, it comes from females. So there we go. That is my absolute truth on my Changa experience. And like I said, then I did ayahuasca after that, and nothing really happened. And you know, it was months later that I did ayahuasca. Not much happened. Well, nothing really happened at all. And other people, you know, I did it with other people. It was one of these, you know, real things where there's shamans and this kind of stuff. And they were all on a journey and I wasn't. And this is why I say that she will give you what you need, not what you want. And I did not need to experience anything else at that time. It's not to say that I won't experience anything again. I've done, you know, a DMT vape. I've not smoked Changa since. I will though, absolutely. But yeah, it's like I said, that's 1.5 years ago. This is not something where, you know, I plan to take it up as a hobby or anything stupid like this. It's absolutely something that I completely respect. I've got a couple of friends who, you know, have taken it and they've kind of got used to taking it. You know, you're still in nature and stuff like this, but they are here. You you know, and they're seeing things visually here. And for me, I'm like, yeah, that's cool, it's all good, but no, because this is bigger than that. If you're still here, then you have not experienced the spirit molecule, the gift of the spirit molecule, I would say, which is why I would only ever take it to leave, to transcend this reality. I would never take it to still be here and, you know, have a good experience here and to see cool things and this kind of stuff. I completely respect it. Would I say that it's changed my life? I wouldn't say that it's changed my life, but it's absolutely the most profound experience in my entire life. I thought, and this is again just being truthful, if I ever had an experience like this, all of a sudden I'd come back, you know, I'd be careful standing on grass and shit like this in case I stood on an ant, but that's not the case. Obviously I love insects and animals and all this kind of stuff, but that's why I say it's not really changed my life. I still live my life the same, but I just have absolute belief that there is now a creator. I believe we are all one. We are all actually God, although I took the piss earlier when I was introducing this video saying about God complex. For those that don't know, God complex is people who've taken certain things that think, you know, not think that they are God, but basically think that they know everything and they are better than everybody else. So yeah. Anyway, that's my experience, people. And I hope you find it interesting, because this is my truth. And that is my story of the spirit molecule. It's an interesting life we live, isn't it? I was saying that we all go to the same place and we're all God. I do believe that. I don't believe that there is a hell. I believe hell is created here on earth. We live the hell here on earth. Not that life is hell, but with the mistakes, the fact that we can regret. And she lends us a piece of her. We exist in this reality. We grow and experience in this reality. And then when we die, we go back to her and we all go back to the same place, which is that space when I went into her heart and both is just black. I believe that we all go there because that is her, that is everything. We're all connected, we're all one. And if anything, the message, if we are all one, is to be kind to each other, to love each other, respect each other, because you're just doing this act to yourself. There you go. Shaman Sai. Peace and love to everybody. I want to speak with people that have had experiences. I'm going to be speaking with people. I want to speak with people about black holes and quantum realms and quantum mechanics and this kind of stuff. But I would be very interested to speak with people who have had experiences on either mushrooms, ayahuasca, DMT, Changa, this kind of stuff, spiritual experiences, because I'd be curious. So if you have got a story, drop me a comment and we'll find a way to get in touch. and I'd like to have a chat. But that's my honest experience with you people. Yeah, I've got 8,000 subscribers at the moment. Let's see, this might just start dropping down like nobody's business, because everyone's like, he's not religious and all this kind of stuff. But whatever. Anyway, peace and love everybody. That's long enough. That's my story. Hope this helped a few people. It's my absolute truth. And yeah, I will see you on the next video. Have a wonderful life.